Hello, Seekers, and welcome to the Strange Medicine of Alice Strange podcast. I'm Alice Estrella Strange, and on this podcast, we explore where the esoteric meets with the scientific. I am so excited for today's video or podcast, depending on where you're listening, all about dirt magic. This is by far my most requested topic to date, and it's finally here. In this video, I'll give you the general properties of dirt. I'll cover the properties of Crossroads dirt, grave dirt, graveyard dirt, and other places you can collect dirt to use in magic. I will be sharing in my next YouTube video a spell walkthrough using dirt, so follow the channel if you'd like to check that out. This is going to be a super fun episode and I cannot wait to share it with you. But first, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Alice. I assist people in connecting to their spirit team, natural wisdom, and mastering their magical practice through empowered witchcraft mentorship and shadow healing. I'll be opening the Modern Mystic Academy in January, a transformational journey to learning witchcraft, healing, and finding connection in a private community of other Academy members. We explore a different topic every month, and the month of January is all about crafting sacred smoke blends. And with your monthly membership, you get a ritual kit with all the supplies you need to make your own smoke bundles and some of my products to support you in your journey. If you'd like to join the waitlist now, the link is down below. You can also find links to join my free community, my Discord server, and attend my Aligned Living Circle event at no cost to you. Now, let's talk about dirt. Welcome, Seekers, to the Strange Medicine of Alice Strange, the podcast where modern science meets with what lies beyond what we can see. Here, we delve into psychology, spirituality, science, and the occult. Each episode will explore the bigger questions of existence, the nature of the soul, our internal world, and how we can understand them through spirituality and magic. This podcast is a sanctuary for the soul. Alongside science and spirituality, we also learn the power of compassion and the magic of extending kindness to others. For in the act of giving, we receive. In the act of teaching, we learn. This is a journey into the depths of the mind as well as the heart, where every lesson is a step toward oneness, every insight a bridge to understanding, and every act of kindness a spell that transforms the world. So join me, Alice Estrella Strange, on this journey of self-discovery, scientific wonders, ancient knowledge, and finding the strange medicine within yourself. So first, why is dirt so special? Well, it's more than just dirt. It's more than just soil. It holds the energy of every person who ever walked on it, of the people who've lived on that land, and of all the victories and all of the challenges, big and small. Now, dirt is made up of broken rocks, dead plant matter, and dead and living animals. Rocks hold on to energy, just like crystals, and because of the plant matter, it holds the spirit of every plant, plus the spirit of the animals both alive and not, and all of these are really powerful energies. Dirt is one solid form that holds the past, present, and future. The past in energetic imprints of the people and decayed matter, the present because it's here and now and grounding us into this present moment, and the future because it's what gives life to everything. If you can't tell, I am really passionate about dirt. So what are the general properties of dirt? Dirt, in general, is very grounding, obviously. It's what allows seeds to grow into plants, so it's really good for growth and new beginnings, for transformation and nourishing things. This also means it's great for healing things with gentle care. And any spells for healing could benefit from some dirt. As weird as it may sound, dirt is also really good for cleansing because of its absorbing and neutralizing properties. So a great way to cleanse things like spell or divination tools and lots of other things is to bury them in the ground, and you can bury them outside or in a container of dirt inside your home. But be mindful of what you're burying. If it can't get wet, definitely do not bury it outside. And if you bury something inside, be sure that the dirt won't cause damage to it. Some people even use dirt to cleanse their home. A common practice is to sprinkle dirt in the corners of your rooms to absorb and neutralize any negativity. I like to add dirt to a lot of my spells for that absorbing of the negative energy and neutralizing it. A lot of people like to use salt for this, but personally I find salt to be good for absorbing but not neutralizing that energy and removing the negativity altogether. For example, I make a lot of scapegoat jars, which is a jar that will stand in for you or another person and takes on any negative energy that is sent to that person. And with salt, the jars seem to stop working much quicker than with dirt, because the dirt will neutralize and transmute the energy rather than just holding on to it. Dirt in general can also be used for connecting with Mother Earth or another Earth-centered deity. Dirt holds a lot of divine feminine properties like stillness and rest and creation. We plant seeds in dirt, and while they're in there, they're in a sort of womb, a dark place that nurtures them and allows them to grow so they can go and live their life in the world. Now, let's talk about the most common types of dirt you may hear people talking about in magic: crossroads dirt, grave dirt, and graveyard dirt. First, crossroads dirt. Crossroads dirt is dirt taken from where two or more roads meet. Crossroads in general are liminal spaces, or a place in between, somewhere where one thing ends and another begins. And liminal spaces are great for connecting to the spirit world or getting spiritual and magical wisdom. And crossroads dirt is good for times when you find yourself at a crossroads or a fork in your life path, when you need to make a decision or take a new direction in life. It can help with making those decisions or help you commit to a decision. They're also great for removing obstacles and becoming unblocked, which is done often in a road opener spell, and this is my personal go-to. And when you need to bring in new opportunities or possibilities, the crossroads and road openers are a great way to do it. Crossroads dirt is also used for breaking curses and hexes and jinxes, and the crossroads are associated with many deities, including Hermes, Ganesh, and Hecate. And if you know my channel, you know I had to bring Hecate into this. So there are many types of different crossroads, all of them with their own associations. And the most common types of crossroads are X-shaped, T-shaped, and Y-shaped. X-shaped crossroads are most commonly talked about and the easiest to find. They are generally thought of as the universal good for anything crossroads. They're thought to be more of a feminine type energy. Then there are T-shaped crossroads, and these are thought to be more for blocking or cutting off the flow of energy, kind of like a dead end. So this would be good for removing things like curses or attachments and ending things like a habit, a relationship, things like that. T-shaped crossroads are thought to be more of a masculine energy. And then there are Y-shaped crossroads, and the Y-shaped is considered the most powerful and the least common to find. They represent where the upper world, lower world, and our world meet, so they are the most liminal of crossroads. And they are the crossroads associated most with Hecate. And in ancient Greece, statues of her were found at Y-shaped crossroads, and people would leave offerings for her there. And this is a good place to work with any triple goddess. And these crossroads in general would be best for anything that is liminal, spirit work related, or working between worlds, anything like that. The possibilities are really almost limitless. Now, let's talk grave dirt and graveyard dirt. First of all, there's a difference between the two. Grave dirt is from an actual grave, and graveyard dirt is from a graveyard or cemetery, but not a grave. So, for example, by the entrance of a graveyard or from under a tree inside of it. Both of these types of dirt are good for new beginnings, since death is the door to new life. So if you're starting a new chapter in your life, like a new relationship, a job, ending a habit, grave dirt and graveyard dirt are both good for this. One practice you can do for ending something is take an object that represents that past situation or thing, like a picture of you with your ex, or if you're ending anxiety, something that reminds you of your anxiety, or something from an anxious part of your life. It can even be a drawing or a petition, and you take that object and you bury it in a cemetery or in a container of grave dirt or graveyard dirt. And both of these types of dirt are really good for protection. So if you're going to use dirt to protect your space or cleanse your space, this would be the kind of dirt to use. Now, grave dirt. This can have different properties based on the grave you collect from. There are honestly way too many options to list in this video, but I'll give you a handful to get you started. You could collect dirt from the grave of a soldier for protection or courage, or finding your inner warrior. A person like a writer or a leader or someone that inspires you would be great for assistance in their area of expertise. You could go with a doctor's grave for helping in healing or things like that. A spiritual or magical practitioner would be good for enlightenment or deepening your abilities. A lawyer would be good for help in legal matters. And then there's ancestors, and you can use the dirt from the grave of an ancestor for calling in their assistance or their presence in general. But it's great to have to put on an ancestor altar, especially when you're in the process of mourning. Or you can use it for rituals to honor and heal your ancestors. You can place it next to you while you do divination to talk with them. And a really fun one that I love is putting the dirt in your garden or in a potted plant to give life to that ancestor and allow them to live through that plant. And there are particular ways to best collect grave and graveyard dirt with respect and consent, but I really couldn't fit that into this podcast. So if you'd like me to do an episode or a video on this, comment grave dirt down below wherever you're watching or listening, and maybe I'll make a video on it. So, other than crossroads, graves, and graveyards, where can you collect dirt? Again, the possibilities are endless, but I'll list some suggestions to give you that inspiration. You can collect dirt from a place from your childhood with happy memories, like a forest or the property you lived on or a playground. And these can all be used for calling in the energy of that time, for healing your inner child, healing from a situation from that time, or working with your ancestors. Dirt that comes from anywhere that feels safe to you can be used for protection or peace. Dirt from fields is associated with freedom, so freedom from a situation, freedom to be yourself, or from anxiety and stress. Any type of freedom with field dirt. Now, dirt from a garden or from a farm is best for growth and fertility and prosperity. Really anything that could be a metaphor for how plants grow. You could take dirt from your place of work, if you're sneaky enough, for using in magic related to your job or the workplace. Dirt from banks or financial institutions is great for abundance work. You can use dirt from local government or city offices to bring about change in the community, such as environmental protections, rebuilding parks or shelters for the unhoused, really anything kind of related to the community. And you can take dirt from churches for spiritual protection or blessings, if that's something that aligns with you and how you feel about churches. I know it may sound like a lot of work to choose the perfect place for your dirt, but finding the right dirt and going to all the trouble to collect it is an act of devotion and commitment to your magic. So if it's something you can do, I really do recommend it. And that is everything I have for you today. My next video will be a spell walkthrough using dirt, so subscribe to the channel so you can catch that next video. And if you'd like to vote on what spell I do for that video, you can go to the community page and share your opinion. If you have some new ideas for dirt in your practice, go ahead and give the video a like or comment down below what that idea was. I've started posting extra content on my Patreon community that's available to free members right now, so click the link down below if you'd like to join. If you'd like to join my Discord server, I spend a lot of time chatting and getting to know you all on there, and I'd love to have you join us. You can also join my Academy waitlist if you'd like to get updated when you can activate your membership. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I will see you next time, and until then, remember, be well, be kind, and may your curiosity for this world and the next never fade.